What's up guys, welcome back to another GGF video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Platform 6 desk from Corsair. Now there's quite a bit going on in this video because I'll cover everything you need to know about the Platform 6 desk. They come in a few different models, and this one here is the Creator Edition, which comes with everything you see here, bar things like the monitor and the PC and so on. But the pegboard, the aluminum T-rails, the speaker stands, you even get optional extras you can purchase, like the side extensions. There's also side pegboards you can use to throw on things like bags, your headset and so on. And then it's got a heap of awesome cable management as well down the bottom. And of course this one is height adjustable as well. Now I was going to set this desk up and do the filming of the unboxing, and then I was also going to do the filming of putting it all together. Now it does come in, I think, 4 really large boxes, and then if you get the side extensions, that'll be 5 boxes all up. But I think Corsair have done a really good job on their YouTube channel on how to set this desk up from scratch. So I pretty much just followed that. I didn't even look at the manual. They've done a heap of videos. They're really well done. I followed that to the T and it came out absolutely perfect. So I thought, well, why just replicate that in my own style? You may as well just follow that. And I'm just going to jump in and go over pretty much everything on this desk, which I don't think too many people have on the videos I've seen. People have unboxed it, they've set it up, and that's it. I think some other people have just put a PC on it, but I want to cover things like how the monitor arms work that come with it. Can you use other monitor arms? Things like what's the desk made out of? There's even a cutout on the desk. What's that used for? How well all the cable management around the back works, and how you actually connect everything into this rail system, because there are a heap of things like the little T-nuts that are used. Like this shelf is connected via this rail system. This is connected via the rail system, and a lot of other things can be connected onto the rail system as well. Now, one disclaimer, I have added some little dolly wheels on this desk at the moment just so I can move it around in the filming process. They don't come with that, it just comes with normal static round feet, but I've been moving this around, spinning it around, getting shots on it all, and I didn't want to be dragging it on the floor. Now the Platform 6 comes in 3 different models ranging from 900 US all the way to 1600 US. The first option is fixed, and it comes with the basic T-rail. The second option is height adjustable and comes with the basic T-rail as well. Now the third option is the Creator Edition. It's height adjustable, full T-rail setup with pegboard, which is what we have here. Now all the 3 models come with the same desktop size. That's 180 centimeters long by 76 centimeters deep, and it has a nice 25 millimeter thick top with a max payload of 150 kilograms. Now the top is made from rubber wood, which is a medium hardwood with a Janka hardness rating of 890 to 995. It is quite cost effective, but is quite common for furniture. I actually thought the top was just MDF or something like chipboard, but after inspecting it, it actually wasn't. The top finish seems to be a laminate veneer to get that walnut finish. The adjustable height will go as low as 74 centimeters all the way to 122 centimeters, which takes about 15 seconds to complete. And you'll also find 2 memory modes, mainly used for sitting and standing. I'll start at the bottom of the desk and work my way up, and I really appreciate that brake support at the bottom. Once the desk is all the way up, there's very minimal swaying or wobbling at all. The underneath cable management is on a hinge. It is made out of a pegboard and can swing down at the front or at the back. Being a pegboard and not just solid metal means you can mount any of the supplied pegboard hooks to any part of this cage. But for me, I think it's just a little bit too open at the front, and it should run up a little bit higher to try and hide cables a bit better. Plastic containers are also provided. 1 comes with the desk and 2 more with the Creator package. These can mount on any of the pegboards or onto the T-rails. I guess the main area I would use these is on the top pegboard area for, say, holding mice and so on. Side extensions, which Corsair are selling separately, basically extends the desk even longer, an extra 300 millimeters extra each side. If using both, it makes the desk a whopping 2.4 meters long. These can support roughly 22 kilograms each, and with this full Corsair build, I had no issues at all. The complete kit includes 2 extensions and 2 side pegboards. The side pegboards I think are neat and run vertically down each side of the desk. These can hang things like bags, your headsets, and so on. You'll also find various pegboard hooks are provided for different needs. One thing to note that you cannot run both side extensions and the side pegboards together, just one or the other. Also, I think they should just sell 1 side extension and 1 side pegboard. As for me, I'd probably have it set up with 1 side extension on the right for my PC and then the side pegboard on the left for storage. Mounting is the same for mounting everything else on the T-rails. Using the provided T-nuts, you simply slot them into place and lock in. These T-nuts can go anywhere into the T-rails, on the sides of the desk, or anywhere on the top T-rails for mounting the speaker shelves, cable management holders, the power strip, or supported Elgato products. 2 power strips are included on all models, a 6-port 2 USB Type-A and an on-desk 3-port strip with a Type-A and Type-C. The 6 strip is designed to loosely go into the cable tray, while the 3-port can mount directly onto the desktop or onto the T-rail. The desktop itself has a built-in compartment area with USB-A and Type-C for charging or storing devices. The USB from this compartment is fed into the power strip using the supplied USB cable. I did find though when using this to charge my phone, it was very slow, about 4 to 5 times slower than a proper Samsung charger. I tested running the USB from this compartment to a proper phone charger and charging speed was back to normal. I suggest doing this instead of using the USB on the power strip. This compartment is lined with foam padding, has removable sectional inserts and 3 grommets that feed into the back cable tray. Because your monitors mount on the above T-rail, this area should never get covered like on a traditional desk. As we move up, we reach the first T-rail, which is found on all 3 models of the Platform 6. On the lower models, this is as far as the desk goes. Only the top model, the Creator Edition, continues further up, which I'll talk about soon. This T-rail is mainly designed to be used for mounting monitor arms, and with all 3 models, a dual monitor arm is included. In terms of quality, I'd say it's about average, as it does only retail for $130 on the Corsair site if you do wish to purchase another. The max load this arm can handle is 8 kilograms per monitor, which is about a standard 34-inch ultra-wide or dual 32-inch screens. If only using one screen, this monitor arm can be converted to the single mount only. With only an 8 kilogram payload, don't expect to be mounting anything larger than a 34-inch. This monitor arm as well as a single monitor arm can be purchased separately and are specifically designed for the T-rail system, which means you don't have the typical desk clamp system. Instead, they mount to the T-rail for a much cleaner look. Another neat feature is that the supplied Corsair monitor arm has a threaded hole at the top in the center for mounting compatible Elgato products like lighting or webcam for streaming. Corsair actually include Elgato multi-mount and flex arm adapters to allow you to mount many Elgato products to any of the T-rails. And yes, for those wondering, if you already have a preferred monitor arm or one that can handle beefier screens, the T-rail system can accommodate standard clamp style mounts. I was able to install the Silverstone dual arm mount and a different style pole mount, both with no issues. For anyone rocking Corsair's 45-inch Xenon Flex monitor, Corsair does offer their own desk clamp mount for this screen, as VESA support is not supported. Instead of mounting directly to the screen, it mounts to the base, basically just replacing the feet. Once mounted, I must admit, this makes for a pretty mean setup, but being 45 inches, it does take up quite a bit of space, covering most of the pegboard. More than just monitors can be mounted to the T-rail system, really anything that has a clamp style mount like microphone arms and so on. Here I've installed a Wave mic arm LP to the T-rail, but I find using larger monitors or multiple monitors which take up quite a bit of room, it's best to clamp this arm to the desk, which allows this arm to swing under your monitors. For cable managing monitors, Corsair supplies a heap of cable guides and 2 different sets of Velcro ties. The cable guides can be installed directly to the T-rails using the supplied T-nuts or to the pegboard using the pushing clips. These are to help guide your cables out of sight, and this will be needed, as having the monitors raised on the T-rail system means you don't want to leave your cables hanging down in sight. Next up we have the 2 speaker shelves, left and right, and these measure 170 wide by 280 deep. These come only with the Creator Edition, and there's also a center shelf included as well. Installing these shelves is easy and once again mounts to the T-rail using the supplied T-nuts. If running the side extensions for your PC, you'll need to have these shelves high enough to clear. Being so high isn't ideal for the best sounding setup, and if you find yourself in this situation, I suggest some speaker wedges that angle your speakers down towards you. I'm using a pair of Swan's OS-10, which are 4-inch bookshelf speakers, and I find these fit nicely up here. I wouldn't go much bigger than say a 6-inch monitor. Lastly, we have the main pegboard itself, which is the exact same as the cable management tray under the desk and the same as the 2 that come with the optional side extensions. Corsair provides a plethora of different pegboard hooks for you to go nuts with hanging your peripherals and whatever you want really. If for some reason you need some more pegboard hooks, I ordered some random ones off Amazon and they actually fitted perfectly. So it seems that Corsair have just used a standard pegboard for their whole sizing. I also ordered some nice rubber coated hooks rather than the standard powder coated steel ones that come with the desk. These ones seem to hold your gear a little bit better, especially your keyboard. Alrighty guys, now before I wrap this video up, I just want to showcase a few different scenarios on who this desk could be used for. I'm just going to throw some different monitors, something say like an editing setup, a gaming setup, maybe a mixed setup, so you do editing and gaming, want to mix around some peripherals, just give you a bit of an idea on what the pegboard could be used for, what the sides could be used for, and just show you how much real estate this desk really does have. Alrighty, now that was the different setups you just saw there. Now that actually took quite a while to go through and to configure all the different items for each of those shots you saw. Actually putting the monitors up, taking them down, swapping them over, because I actually had to swap the backplate on the monitor for each arm, put them up, take them down, and pretty much change all the cable routing each time. But I think that is pretty much it on this desk. Now there could be one potential issue for some of you guys out there, and that is when mounting multiple monitors onto that T-rail system, and being over such a long length, it does sag a little bit and it has a little bit of wobble. Now I mounted quite a few monitors on it and the experience I had wasn't that bad, but I guess for some of you guys mounting even larger displays, not using the Corsair arms, using say arms from third party that are much heavier and much heavier monitors, you could start seeing some sag and a little bit more wobble. Now I guess Corsair have done the best they can do. They've used quite a thick aluminum T-rail system, and nothing is going to be as strong as mounting say a monitor bracket or an arm straight onto a wooden desk. There's going to be no flex at all. Just wanted to mention that there could be a little bit of wobble out there for some of you guys mounting larger devices than what I have tested with today. This one, with everything decked out with these side extensions, you're looking at about $1,800 US. Now that is a lot. You can buy a pretty decent gaming PC for that price. I do think it is a good quality desk. It's been really well thought out. It's not just being thrown together. The materials aren't cheap. Well, I don't think they're cheap. I think the top is really nicely done, and I did mention what the timber was earlier. And for Corsair, they could have just thrown the pegboard and left it at that. I've seen another desk brand, I think there's a desk out for $1,000. It's basically a standard top, and then they've thrown just a pegboard and that's it. But Corsair have gone that little bit further by adding that T-rail system on pretty much everything, like the sides, the top, and then these sides as well. So you can just go nuts and do what you want to do. And then also having the speaker stands as well. But anyway, I want to thank Corsair for sending this out. And I actually do have some more Corsair videos coming up. I've had a lot of comments from you guys about their new Corsair cases, the 6500X. Yes, I will be doing a full review, a full build, and I will be sort of aiming that towards around custom water cooling, because I don't think anyone has really covered that as well. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.